Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
But right now, I would like to introduce you to our first Vice President. Come on, Mr. Enrico Costa and Pablo Curlanda, who is on the Communications Committee. And these two gentlemen are going to talk to you about our WFTC social report. And then after that, we're going to come back and close out the session. Okay? So, gentlemen, take it away.
I changed the slide by here, and you could go.
Good afternoon, family. Allow me to wear the jacket of your lovely country, very indirectly, but I love your country. I've been there already some time, and I love my Indian American president, Sushma Taylor. Rod, forgive me, but I love her. As Dr. Taylor has told, at a certain moment, a few years ago, we felt the importance to have a social report, an annual social report, to relate both among us and with institutions, national, sanitary, international, in a very formal and technical way. So we want, with the report, say who we are and, above all, where we want to go. Because since it is an annual report, every year will be improved, updated with new targets, new goals. This idea was shared among the organization and then approved 3 years ago. So it has been a very long time to develop it, because we are a very large world. And when Pablo will tell you more information and more detail, you will understand how large we are, how articulated we are, how different we are, and in this difference, how a good mix we are. In Italy, we say good minestrone, soup. No? In the soup, you have carrots, you have potatoes, tomatoes, but everything is a marvelous mixture. Now, this is our association, forgive me. Now, let's start from my professor, my Greek professor, Phaedon, because he explained very well what therapy is. He spent 15 minutes the term therapy, going through to the roots. It's very important, because roots are very important. And allow me to complete, because Latins has learned a lot from Greeks. That's true. You are a few centuries ahead of us. And the difference still remains, chasing you. And so, what is the meaning of federation, and what is the meaning of community? Community is compounded by two words in Latin. It's munus and com. No, munus means task. No, something to do, which to be done. And com, it means together. So a community means do something together. No, community. And federation, again, is a term which in Latin has the root in the term fedus, which means union. And federation, again, is a term which in Latin has the root in the term fedus, which means union. And so what is the meaning of federation, and what is the meaning of community? Community is compounded by two words in Latin. It's munus and com. It's azione, federation, is action, which is very obvious. Action is very obvious. But so it means to act together. So this is our word. Our is a federation of people working together for a common task. And this is very important because as more as you enter into the details, you will understand how different culture, how different approach, how different methods are. And this, again, will be explained by Pablo. So, how we arrived to the target to have the first issue of a social report. We started with a questionnaire. So, prepare a questionnaire has been developed initially very homely way. When we made it more technical, we found a Google system to prepare it, and we made very few questions, and we shared the form worldwide through the help of our president, Mr. Miguel, who pushed and chased every one of us. Please, I miss your and. Fortunately, we got a great support by the continental federations, European, Asian, Latin America, because their role was maybe more closer to the communities, to the entities. And then we started to analyze the data, and we found that they were very different one to the other. So there has been a lot of work to harmonize and to understand how to prepare also the next issue, because at the beginning you will see there is a certain mixture between entities which are grassroots, entities which are advocacy, and entities which are both of them. So we'll put some order in the next issues. For the moment, they are put a little bit together. When we arrived to prepare the first issue, and the first thing is to look at, no? And we found how spread we are, from European Alps to Australian Alps. They're called Australian Alps, isn't it? From the Urals to Kilimanjaro, from the Andes to the Rock Mountains. You see? So we are spread, but the scope of work has been shared very, very easily among of us, because all the people involved trusted that it is a good tool to help federation to grow, to be much stronger, and to be useful for the service that we do for the human that we assist. We tried to identify and to harmonize and to classify according to the type of works and number of people involved as assisted people, or as well as people who are working in the organization. And so at the end we arrived at a picture which I leave to Pablo to enter into the detail and to explain much more. And so, Pablo, thank you again for your help and for the work that you've done together with the communications committee led by Ed. What is Ed? Over there. Ciao, I couldn't look at it. So, thank you for your attention. We'll come back later.